dear brothers and sisters, as we reflect on our great nation Nigeria, there are questions I want to ask you. As a Nigerian, are you happy? As a Nigerian living outside the shores of Nigeria, are you indeed proud to be called a Nigerian? And so these questions have become essential as we prepare for the 2023 general elections in Nigeria. Over the years, our political class have ensured that many more Nigerians are getting poorer by the day. And do not think this is a case of not knowing what to do. It's about, as the former Ekiti State Governor would say, stomach infrastructure. Because the political class have come to realize that the hungrier you are, the more willing you are to do whatever they ask you. And you look around the country, there's so much violence, there's crime, terrorism, banditry, and you think that's who Nigerian youth are? The answer is no. A lot of times, a lot of people have argued that the bulk of the banditry or the bandits that we've had terrorizing our country, particularly towards the northern part of Nigeria, are foreigners. But I beg to disagree. A greater chunk of those individuals are Nigerians. And it hasn't always been like this. This is a case of people being fed up and realizing that they have to deploy violence to eke out a living. Because if you made a first class in the university, you are rewarded with maybe a 10,000 naira check. And then someone gets into the forest, picks up arms against the people, and is rewarded handsomely. So are you surprised? And that's why I want to wake every Nigerian up, particularly Nigerian youth. There's no greener pastures out there. The difference is that we have a situation where the political class have not provided the desired leadership to see us through with all the human and material resources that are bound in this great nation. A country reputed as the largest or the most populous black nation, the largest economy on the continent of Africa, yet the people have continued to grow poorer and poorer by the day. The minimum wage is not able to even take that civil servant back and forth the office wherever they work. And so how do you expect to curb corruption when someone goes to work and turns back home unable to provide for his family? That's why you have this sense of entitlement all over. Individuals are looking up, on others for their sustenance. That's not how it should be. There's so much hunger, there's so much anger in the land. And this is occasioned by bad leadership. It's gone so bad that we have a lot of terrible citizens because there haven't been systemic mentorship over the years. The young ones no longer know what is right from what is wrong because you haven't told them what to do. The examples you've shown is that with money you can achieve whatever you want. Nobody is talking about integrity, nobody is talking about dignity of labor. It's all about how much money you have in your pocket, and it doesn't matter how that money comes by. Our politicians pride themselves with lots of properties outside Nigeria, but you are calling on Nigerians in diaspora to come home and invest. Why can't we invest those stolen wealth in Nigeria? Why are you taking them overseas? And that's why in my thinking, come 2023, a time has come when we shall say no to all these institutionalized politicians, this so-called experienced political class. Because the experienced political class do not boast of any individual that I know of right now who hasn't got a political score to settle. And so essentially, the weaknesses we've seen in governance in Nigeria, it's not that these individuals who occupy political offices do not have what it requires to lead us aright, but too much godfatherism, as it is said in Nigeria. And because they have a lot of political scores to settle, that's why sometimes you find some people being earmarked too tough to handle. There are petty crimes committed on the streets of Nigeria, and you go to Nigerian prisons and you see a lot of youth languishing just for stealing something less than 500 naira. But you have political looters who loot our treasury in billions, and they are walking along the street free, eulogized. That's why come 2023, I am presenting myself for the highest office of the land. A time has come when some of us would have to quit, whining, complaining, criticizing. This is a time for action. It's a call for action as well. Let everyone go out there. If you are 18 and above, make sure you get your PVC. Get registered. PVC stands for the Permanent Voters Card. So you need to get yours to secure your future. Enough of the institutionalized politicians that we know. We need to make a change. And for us to have an effective change, we might make mistakes, but at the end of the day, we'll get it right. As someone who has, as a Nigerian who has traveled remarkably across the world, I'll tell you that there are no greener pastures out there. There's only one difference. In developed societies, in advanced democracies, there are consequences for every action. But in Nigeria, there seem not to be any consequence, particularly for the political class. Therefore, join hands with me and let's see how we can turn things around in Nigeria come 2023. My name is Martin Sobu, and I hope you do join me on this journey. Thank you.
A new Nigeria, I see. A new Nigeria, I see. A new Nigeria, coming forth from the hand of the Lord. I see a new Nigeria.